Let me begin with a very simple question. We all eat food, vegetable, grains, millets, and fruits. But have you ever thought of the farm this food comes from? The farmer who grows this food. And how healthy is this food that we all are eating? So, hello everyone, I am Vikas from Jaya Organic Yojana. I come from a farming family myself, from a very small village in Madhya Pradesh. And just like my own family, there are over 500 million people in India whose livelihood depends on agriculture. 230 million of these farmers are still living below the poverty line. The farmers who feed us cannot afford to feed themselves. And the reason? The reason is excessive chemical use. Growing up, I watched intensive chemical farming slowly destroy my own village. Season after season, farmers poured chemical into their soil, chasing short-term yield and not realizing the long-term harm. Yield kept falling, chemical costs kept rising until farming became impossible. Families gave up farming altogether, including my own. I was lucky enough to get an education and was able to support my family, but not everybody is that lucky. And we cannot afford to lose our farmers this way. That is why all of us need to act. Act to save our soil before we lose it. Because when soil fails, farming fails. And when farming fails, a family's entire livelihood fails with it. We have started a movement to save the soil. And I would like to take you through this by telling you one of our farmers' success story. Prema Siddhi lives in Narsul village of Uttar Kannada, and she grows areca nut, banana and pepper on her 2.5 acres of land. Land that was hardened by years of chemical fertilizer use. There was no microbial life left. Leaves were turning yellow and the yield was falling season after season. Prema and her husband had to leave their own land and work at somebody else's as labor workers. Their entire annual income was just 30,000 rupees. The situation was very dire. Then Joy arrived on Prema's own land with its 52 weeks of own location training, with the objective to restore her core asset, her soil, so that her farm could become a source of sustainable and long-term livelihood for her family. In 2019, Prema received a vermivet, earthworm, and a training in vermicompost production. But she learned more than composting. She learned to manage her farm like a sustainable business. Today, Prema produces 2,400 kilograms of vermicompost every year at no external cost and uses in her own land. Her soil has recovered, her land is greener, and her areca nut yield is up by 67%. Her family income has gone from 30,000 rupees to 2.5 lakh rupees. This is not just Prema's story. This is a story of all those 4,000 Joy families we are working with, and a proof of what is possible. And it's a reminder for all of us that how many families could benefit given the same chance and same learning. So you might ask, what is Jaya Organic Yojana doing differently? Poverty is never just an isolated problem. So we have to work on many areas in farmers' life to make a lasting difference. That's why we didn't just work with Prema. We worked with her entire family, her husband and her daughter, building skills for complete transformation. We don't create dependencies. We build ownership through our Apni Khushali, Apni Zimmedari model. We didn't just provide Prema with few resources and some awareness training. Our trainer Michael Siddhi worked with her on her own farm with real resources for 52 weeks and tracked her progress until her family became self-reliant. We built contiguous blocks of organic land. In Narsul village, we didn't just work with Prema. We worked with the farmers whose land sits next to hers, creating a common shared ecosystem because we believe impact compounds when the whole neighborhood heals its soil together. Joy's approach is simple: heal the soil, train the whole family, and build skills that last for a total transformation. And the results speak for themselves. 7,300 farmers skilled, 300% increase in their income, 8,500 acres of land under organic farming. In the last 12 years, we haven't just helped individual farmers. We have built a seasonal curriculum, a replicable model that holds the basis to work at any climate at any time of the year. That means we are not limited to where we stand today. With the right partners, we can take the same models to new states and reach millions or more farmers at a countrywide level. So now imagine a world where all of our 230 million farmers are earning a decent livelihood, their children have a secure future, and the soil is healthy. We have begun the journey, and I would like to invite you to join us in reaching 3,000 new families over the next 2 years for a start. To get there, we need your support. And the cost is just 9,000 rupees per family for training a farmer for a year-long training with few resources. And the result of investment is that we just spent 2.7 crore rupees. Our farmer will start earning a minimum of 2 lakh rupees every year. Our 3,000 farmers will create a vibrant village economy of 60 crore rupees in circulation every year. So just like Prema, thousands of more farmers are waiting for the same chance. Partner with us. Let's heal the soil. Let's nourish the communities, and let's grow healthy food to eat for all. Thank you.